introduce yourself. All right.
Hey guys,
What's up?
my name is Lexi,
And I'm Devlin.
and this is going to be our first video that we're posting to our YouTube channel. Today we're just going to be giving you guys an introduction and how we met. I'm going to go first. So we met like 10 months ago, December of 2017.
Was it 10 months ago?
Yeah, it was 10 months. In a bar. I wasn't supposed to be in the bar, but we were in a bar. And I snuck in. I was with my friends, and I was like up on the stage dancing, and Devlin walked through the door, and I seen him like from across the bar. There were so many people in there, and as soon as he walked in, I like spotted him out of all his friends, and I was like, oh, he's cute. But I just kept dancing because, you know, like when you are in the, you know, when you like see a guy, you can't be like letting him know too much. I was just trying to give him the eye. I was trying to let him know, like, come over here, I'm trying to talk to you. But he was just acting like, I don't know, maybe he didn't see me, I don't know. He was not going for it. He wasn't going. I had to get a little bit of liquid courage in me, not even gonna lie. And we were walking, and all night I kept saying, like, I kept looking for him in the bar to like make sure I could keep my eye on him. And I was telling my friend, like, that's my husband. But he like walked right in front of me at one point, and I was trying to get him, and I think I said something really loud, like, he's cute, but like he still didn't hear me. And so eventually I just got tired of playing the little game with him. So I walked up. We were like walking towards the front of the bar, and when I was walking, I realized that he was standing in front of me, like his back was to me. And I told my friend, like, he's so cute. And she was like, tell him. So I tapped on his shoulder, and I was like, I tapped on his shoulder, and I was like, you're so beautiful, like, you should be a model. And he was like, I don't even remember what you said. I think you were like, you're so beautiful. And he like grabbed,
It's like, that's you.
He like grabbed my waist. He wasn't trying to let me go. We didn't say anything for a minute, and then he was like, what's your name? And I said, and I told him, but it was like really loud, so I didn't know if he heard me. And then I asked him his, and he said Devlin. And immediately I wanted to laugh because, you know, on that movie, Just Go With It, she like, the woman, Jennifer Aniston, tells her kids that a Devlin is like going to the bathroom. So when he said that, I was like.
So you thought my name was Pooh?
I mean, it was just funny.
I got you.
But then we just started dancing all night, and it was hot. It was so hot. And that's pretty much how we met.
All right, from my perspective, since she wanted to, I don't know. But from my perspective, so I had just turned 21. I was legally supposed to be in the bar. And so I was in the library, and my friends were like, let's go out, let's go out. So I was like, I don't really know, but I was like, oh well, let's go out. I've studied enough. So then I get to the bar, and I seen this bad girl. I was like, boy, I gotta meet her. So I had to play it cool though. I had to walk in. I couldn't, you know, keep staring at her. I saw my friends, so I was like, what's up, what's up? And then I went up to one of my friends, and he was like, bruh, let's go talk to some girls. Let's go talk to some girls. And I was like, hey, see that light-skinned girl right there? I'm trying to go talk to her. And he was like, all right, bet. And I'll go talk to her friend. So we started walking over there. Then this dude goes, nah, bruh, I can't go talk to them. I know them. And I was like, I was mad. I could have went up there by myself. I should have just went up there, but I just was like, all right. So then we went to go talk to some more of our friends, and then they were like, let's go get a drink. So then I'm like, all right, bet. So we went to the bar. The next thing I know, I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I was like, who is this? So I turned around, and I see this beautiful girl, and she's like, hey, what's your name? You should be a model. You are so beautiful and all this. And I was like, am I dreaming or what? I was like, no, that's you, girl. You are beautiful. I'm so happy to meet you, all this stuff. And we just talked. I can't really remember what was said. But then we just like started dancing. We just both sat there for a little bit, had to let it sink in. And then I think we were just both excited, and we just like danced. We just danced all night. It was fun. I got her name and her number. And then.
But it wasn't even like awkward. Like,
yeah,
even when we weren't talking, we still were like dancing. And then in the middle of us dancing, he just like handed me his phone to like put my number in. Like he didn't even ask me like,
I had to
okay,
pull
I have
that
your
slob
number.
move.
And I put my number in his phone, but I didn't think he was gonna text me. And
You were nervous? You didn't think I was gonna text you?
Yeah, I was nervous. I was gonna ask you for your number because I don't know, and I'm not even like that with guys. Like I don't ever put myself out there first, but I was like, he's not gonna text me, or I thought because I put my name in your phone under like my name, so I thought you wouldn't like remember what my name was and wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't think you would
find the
remember what my
contact.
name was. Like, I think whenever I did text you, because I went to sleep and then the next morning I woke up and texted her and she was like, "Is this Devlin?" So I was like super happy she remembered my name and everything, and I was like, "Alright, bet."
Like after we left, we like separated. Me and my friends went home. I was like so like stuck on him. I found his Instagram just like based off of his first name, and I was like looking at the little profile pictures. I found his Instagram and his page was private, but I was like 99% sure it was him. And I like followed, like I requested to follow him, and then like 5 minutes later I was like, he's gonna think I'm crazy, and I like
Nah,
and
I saw
like
it.
unaccepted,
I was
like
excited.
I unfollowed it real quick so that he wouldn't. But I knew he was still get the notification. I don't know why. It was me.
No, I was super excited, but I just had to play it cool, act like I wasn't too excited. I didn't want to scare you away.
Then he followed me back the next. Well, he followed me the next day. I had to like follow him back again because I unfollowed him.
Then the next day,
We texted.
was it the next day?
Yeah, we texted like the next day, but we didn't hang out that day.
Yeah. So the day after that,
Yeah.
and my friend, I was texting my friend. So he was away, but he didn't even have his phone. But I was still like, "This is my best friend. I gotta tell him." I was so excited, and I was like, "Bruh, I met this girl last night. She blessed my soul, bruh." I was so happy. And I like sent him a picture of her Instagram and stuff, and I was like, "Bruh, she's so bad." And I was like, we just had a great night and all this. The day after that we met, I was like, "Alright, today's the day we gotta see her again," because it was like winter break, so we were about to go home for Christmas and everything.
Oh yeah.
And she lives like an hour and a half away from where we go to school. So I was just texting her and I was like, "What are you doing?"
I was hoping he was gonna ask me to hang out too, but I didn't know if he was going to.
So I was just like, "What are you doing today?" and all this. But I was still, I don't know, I was nervous because she's beautiful. But I was just nervous and I was like, "So what are you doing?" "So what kind of food do you like?" I was trying to, you know, sneak my way in there. And then she said Mexican and like Italian or something. So then we kept on talking. Then later on I was like, "I'm really hungry. I think I'm about to go get some food." And I think basically I was like, "Do you want to go get some food with me?" And then she was like, "Yes." And she texted me back so fast, and I was just like nervous. I didn't know what to say back. And she was like, "Yes, I want to go get food with you." And I was like, "All right." I was like, "Do you have any idea where you want to go?" Or, and she was like, "No, you can pick." So I was like, "Well, you said you like Mexican food, so what about, I think we went to El Nepal for our first date."
Yeah.
And then I was like,
He
"So."
picked me up. It was so like it was the most nerve-wracking thing ever. But once we were together, it wasn't really that awkward. It was just like the nerve, because he picked me up from my dorm, and he was like, "I'm on my way," and I had been ready. Like I think he said something like, "Text me when you're ready," and I was like, "I'm ready," because I had already gotten ready that day because I was hoping that you would ask me to hang out. So I was already like dressed and everything. And then he was like, "Let me know when you're ready," and I was like, "I'm ready," and he was like, "Okay, on my way," and I was like so nervous. And then he pulled up and I walked out.
Had some music playing. I was trying to act cool. Had some Kendrick Lamar playing.
And we were like talking and stuff. And then
I just remember you wanted some. She was like, I want this chicken and pineapple," and I was like, "What?" And then, "Why pineapple?" But she called her grandmother, asked her about some pineapple. I was like, "Oh my god," she is obsessed with pineapple. But the dinner went like perfectly. It went smoothly.
Yeah, it was good. What were we going to talk about? I don't even remember. Talk about everything, like what we wanted to do after we graduated.
But I just remember we both like, we don't want like this boring life of just like
Yeah.
normal stuff. And we both just were like, the conversations were just flowing well. I thought it was gonna be awkward, but
It wasn't.
it worked perfectly. We left El Nepal, we ate, had a great time, but it wasn't that late, but I was just like, all right, I didn't have a next move after this. I was like, oh man. So I was like, so did you enjoy the dinner? What do you want to do now? And then I was like, do you want to go home? Because I don't want to be too forward and do too much the first day, but she was like, "What'd you say?"
I was like, no, we can go see a movie and like. So he took me to dinner and then I took him to a movie.
I was like, "Hey,
I like it to be 50-50."
Cool.
And we went to go see Thor and it was so good.
That's the
Thor
best movie.
Ragnarok. It
That's
was really
really
good.
my favorite movie, probably.
And then like I get really clammy, like really sweaty, like I don't even know why. And it was like I was nervous, so it was 10 times worse. So we were in the movie and he tried to hold my hand. And I was like, no, because my hands are so sweaty. And I told him before, I was like, my hands get sweaty. And he was like, it's okay. And we were just like holding hands for like a minute. My hands started getting real sweaty. And I thought he was gonna like I don't know, like most guys, like, I don't know, they like get grossed out by it. But he was just like, we'll have to bring a napkin next time. And I was like, oh, he's so cute. Like, it just made me feel comfortable about my clammy hands.
No, I was just happy to hold your hand.
It was kind of later then, but I don't think I had class the next day. We just drove around for a little bit, but then we decided to get some cookies, and we baked some cookies at his house, and they turned out horrible. Not gonna lie, they were very bad.
Yeah, they weren't good.
And then we tried to watch Doctor Strange because I love that movie. But then we just ended up like talking all night about like
With Marvel that night.
Excuse me. He let me like read his birth natal chart to him, and I was like, oh, this is my husband.
This is a zodiac.
And he was really entertained. Like he really was like genuinely listening.
What's those little memes? She thought the something was pretty. I thought she was pretty.
Shut up.
That's what it was.
He was like really listening to me and like letting me like really give my logic. And we had like a discussion about life and like the meaning of life and all types of stuff. It was good. It was a good night. And then we ended up falling asleep.
Kept it G rated.
Yeah, we fell asleep next day. So it was like a whole day long date.
It was great.
It was comfortable though. Like it was just really, it wasn't awkward at all. And then.
So that was how we first met in our first date.
That was good. And then from there we hung out again the next day, like, or the next day or 2 days later. But then after that I had to go home. So I was at home from like December 13th until like January.
You remember the exact days?
Yeah, because I remember what day the semester ended. So I went home like December 13th and then didn't come back until like January. It was like January 4th or 5th, I think.
Yeah, and I live in Atlanta, so I went to Atlanta for a while.
And we were just separated.
But
we texted and every day and like FaceTimed and stuff. And I could not wait to come back home. I mean, to come back to like school to see him again. And then once I came back, we were basically inseparable after that moment. And
flash forward. After that,
that's how I ended up pregnant
with this beautiful ball of joy of love.
I'm 36 weeks now pregnant.
Surprise.
It happened quick, but I don't know, it was that story.
Like we were both in love.
Yeah,
but that story's to come.
it was like love at first sight, I think it was. But yeah, that's a story for another time. But you guys can see my bump. I don't know if they'll be able to see. So we'll give you details on that whole story and how we found out and how that went in another video. You'll have to stay tuned for that.
Those to come, we'll be talking about our beautiful baby. Tell you how we found out what it was. Stay tuned for that.
And just giving you guys, I want to do like pregnancy updates, even though I'm like 36 weeks, I can still give you guys a couple pregnancy updates. And hopefully a labor delivery vlog will be in the making, so.
First video.
We'll see you guys later.